Welcome to Party Nation. Crap. Every time.
What? Wrong show. Let's leave. Yeah.
Every time I keep doing that. I keep doing that. Why do I did it last week? Okay,
Take two. Start again.
Right. Welcome everybody to Ranger Nation. The show
Party
where
Nation.
we talk about Power Rangers at an annoying rate. Episodes 10 through 15 of Mighty Morphin season 2. Mighty Morphin season 2. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 2. We started this season off promising everything looked good. The only thing that did not look good was the fact that on the new suits they have literal, and for lack of a better word, tumor-sized collars. Like the collars are like ginormous in the new suits. But
glad I wasn't the only one that thought that.
That's like they don't even fit under the helmet. Like they don't touch the helmets. It's so much space between. But that's neither here nor there. We are at the part of the season where the Green Ranger is finally, and I'm not saying that because I'm happy because like Tommy's the GOAT. The Green Ranger is finally no more.
Yeah.
Which we said he was going to be no more like a week ago in those batch of episodes, but
we said this like 5 weeks ago.
His powers have been fading since last season, and they ain't faded yet. Until now. These episodes were kind of just meh for me. I guess for you guys too. Like they weren't all of that. Like nothing really stuck out. It's just like Zordon's back to being like knowing stuff when it's convenient, letting the team know stuff when it's convenient. Zach having a cousin that also does hip hop dancing, but randomly plays the trumpet, and they just have an uncle who's also like a legendary trumpet player that he's never told his friends about before.
Yeah.
I said these are so many.
Everyone watched the 16th episode.
So many.
Mine's the only one.
What was the 16th episode?
The 16th episode was the
White Ranger.
Yeah, because I thought we were going to get all these like these.
No, it's the 15.
We just watched the 15 because it was like
I watched 16. I went the extra mile.
Well, you did extra homework.
I suffered for you guys.
Was it a bad episode?
No, it was timely-less.
Oh, I mean,
you just have 4 to watch next week, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like him just having a random cousin. Like it's just so many black stereotypes in that one thing that made me laugh. I said, "Really, he's a dancer too? He's just in the." First of all, the amount of people that could get into this height, and that's a thing with like schools on TV in general.
Yeah,
anybody can just walk into the school, and in real life, that does not happen.
Yeah, like how his cousin just pop up and just get signed up to take classes. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, and he's just like Zach 2.0. Like he just has the same personality, the same vibe as Zach, and it's just like I want to like this, right? Because I have slightly defended the whole dancing thing with Zach because I do like that. Like that's part of his fighting style. I think that's cool, but you can't deny the stereotypes that they commit to in this show, which is it's always kind of interesting with Power Rangers because it's like they tried their best for the times to be diverse and to push boundaries, but it's like they simply didn't know how yet. They simply, and I can't blame them completely. I know like that's just kind of the era it was, but when you see stuff like this where it's like, oh, okay, all right, we're doing this, all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was definitely weird, and seeing like how Zach's cousin and the guy that Trini had the crush on, Richie just randomly works at Ernie's.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Ernie in a couple episodes now. Like he's just behind the counter at Ernie's all the time. They're just like, they're gonna go roller skating with Billy and Zach, but then they get attacked by putties because they're like, oh yeah, let's attack their 2 random friends. Okay, I mean that's cool, and they're just running with the roller skates, and at one point I thought Richie was gonna like try to fight the putties because how he was moving. I'm like, oh, you about to fight the putties? No, you're just jumping through the playground. And Zach's like, no, we gotta split up. Let's split up. You two morph right now, and go do whatever they were gonna go do. And then he says, I'll go handle Richie and my cousin. It made me laugh because they made the emphasis on you two morph right now. Because that's all they had the footage for. And I said, you didn't have to say that. You could have just told them to go. So then he goes, and then it killed me. When he gets to the playground, he like he tees up to like getting like hip hop keto mode. And like he start like Zach was whooping the putties. Like he was legitimately like that was some of the best fight choreography. But I'm like, does your cousin and Richie know that you can fight like this? Like you're doing this out in the open, like they can see you. Like you're not worried about that? Like
I mean, they know he trained, so Kimberly sucked. I'm sorry, that fight was whack. She was terrible. Zach carried.
Yeah.
He carried so bad.
All Kimberly's fights are when she goes to see the fortune teller. And she just lets Goldar take her. She's standing there, oh no.
Yeah.
And then he blows the dust, and all she does is this. Move!
It's officially started with Kimberly, and I know they do it really badly once Tommy becomes like the official leader, once he gets white and stuff like that.
Yes.
But like they treat Kimberly sorry, as they as they further the Tommy and Kimberly thing. Kimberly becomes such a damsel, and I really saw it in episode 11, where like she's fighting the monster. I was like, okay, this is a really cool team. And then Tommy shows up. She's like, help me, Tommy, go get him. I'm like, what are we doing? Kimberly is one of their best fighters. Like, make this a moment where they fight together, and it's like a really cute couple moment and stuff like that. But like, she's like, no, I need your help, Tommy, go get him. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, stop doing this to her.
Yeah. But she's like that the whole show, though. Like,
it gets worse. It gets
that's why I've never got the hype for Kimberly. Like, she good looking, sure. Yeah, she thick. Listen, that's a rarity back then. I get it, but still, no.
I mean, I like Kimberly. Wow. I just like her when she's well written and like
she's thick. Wow.
Actually, I think she's probably her best in like season 1. Like, I think she really stands out as a character. Yeah.
Once they link them up, it's like her whole personality becomes that.
She becomes the stereotypical Pink Ranger, which I'm never a huge fan of.
Which they didn't do that with Kat. Kat still got to be her own character outside of Tommy.
Yeah.
But they didn't automatically put them together first, though, so that kind of worked in her favor.
I still find it funny that she's like so tiny inside that helmet. It feels like her whole like body just shrinks.
Oh yeah, Kimberly, she gets like extra shorter.
But that brings me to my next point. I forgot which episode it was, but I think it was when Zach had them split up and he went with Trini. Some of the best fight choreography for Billy. Like, I think that was all. Yeah. I think that was all American footage. But like, Billy was killing. I said, "Dog, when you start fighting like this?"
All of them fighting outside of their suits are American footage. What do you mean?
I'm not talking. No, it was in the suit.
Oh, it was in the suit.
Yeah, but I don't. Okay. It didn't get even older and grainier. So I figured that was
still
just
had
like
the thick ass collar.
Yeah, but and like he was killing it. I said, "Dog, like, yeah, Billy, like, let's go. Like, this is what I want to see." But then with Billy, we regress to him saying like the dumb stuff in scientific jargon to Zach's cousin, and then like Zach's cousin, it's like they told him to act confused, but he did it in like a asshole-ish way. He's like, "What?" And Billy just said, like, and Trini had to translate. Then I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "No, you could have just said like
that's kind of normal."
I'm like, you could have just said it like, oh my god, I didn't know you were gonna be that good. Like, you're really good. Like, what's so hard about saying that? Like, you don't have to write this character like this. Like, nerds don't talk like this. They just talk like this in like, I don't know. It's like, and then the episode where like Goldar pulls Tommy into the other dimension and throws up a big screen television. for him to like see his
His
past
greatest
battles. My thing, and then Tommy just sitting there on his knees.
Yeah.
Was it in VHS?
It might have been. I don't think DVDs were out yet.
No.
It was just it was so awkward because Tommy, you
I actually like that
Green
moment.
Ranger.
I actually like that moment because then he tried to get Tommy to like pretty much give up, and Tommy played him and whooped his ass. So like, nah, I like that moment. I'm sorry.
And then it was like the time loop.
That was a little weird.
The effects was so bad because I'm like, dog, you could have dialed it up a little bit. It's like you could barely see it. Like you could barely see colors.
I think Green No More Part 1 and 2 are solid episodes, but I think it's just ruined by the last like 15 where we've done this so, and this is just me repeating what I've been saying the last like 3 episodes of this. They've done this so many times. I don't believe them. I don't believe that this is the last of his powers.
He showed back in 2 episodes.
It's like we've said like there. If I had a nickel for every time Tommy lost his green powers, I'd have at least 5 or 6 nickels. Like at this point, it's gotten so ridiculous. So like by the time episode 2, like part 2 ends, I'm like, wait, is it really gone this time? Is it officially? And I guess it is. I feel like this moment was done better a couple weeks ago. Like there's that moment, I think is like when they're at the school and like they're all sitting together and they have the sad music where I guess he's like, I'm really gonna miss being the Green Ranger. And there's this all the music and it kind of like turns to black. I was like, man, I thought that was the end. I think it would have made a much better ending than what this was. Like it's fine. And I think you guys have a really good point. He comes back and I assume in 2 episodes. I really wish we could live in the moment because we can get to this in a minute. I really like the following episode, the main Jason episode, and I would have liked a couple more episodes dealing with that. Like let us feel the weight of them being weaker now without him. I think that would have been really cool because how many times in the last like 50 episodes would they have been fucked if it wasn't for Tommy? Like would they have been destroyed? So play around with that, being like, and they kind of do a little bit, but like bring in a really powerful monster and show why those 5 are good at being Power Rangers even without Tommy. That would have been really cool.
We saw Jason getting all sad and upset that he was the reason for Tommy losing his powers, but then we also get the Kimberly side in the next episode that you haven't seen yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I know you guys have been kind of like poking fun at it a little bit. I really like episode 14, the like missing green. I really like that. As silly as the Jason stuff is in the first couple minutes, I joked over in our group chat that Jason just has a massive crush on Tommy because that is what it feels like. But like also I kind of really appreciate them. I said this a little bit last week. They're finally giving Jason stuff to chew on. This episode finally, like this was the moment like, oh, he's a Red Ranger. That's what I want. Like I love the moment where they're all the rest of them captured and he single-handedly takes down the monsters, goes in, like saves them and defeats Goldar. I was like, where has this been? This is the Red Ranger shit that I've been waiting. I love that scene when he's like this trophy means nothing if my friends aren't here to see it. Like that's what I've been asking for, Jason. That's what I've been wanting for 70 odd episodes. That's amazing.
You know what's fucked up? He's about to leave.
Yeah, I know. It's so
But you want to know what made me laugh about the episode where he did save everybody? How slow he was going, but the power coins on the candle. He was moving so slow.
That's fair.
It took me out. I'm sitting there, I'm like
hurry up, dude.
They're just all there. And my thing is like, they didn't sit down nothing. They're just all literally falling against each other, holding each other up. And he's like, hurry, Jason, hurry. I got the power coins, guys. I got them. I got them right here, guys. And he's
they're not like a piece of glass. You don't need to be delicate with them.
They were moving so slow. I said, dog, if this body double don't move.
You know who I really hated?
Oh,
I really hated the evil.
They were so bad.
They were
they were bad.
Okay,
The
Bro,
suits
their
were terrible
suits-
too. That was
Their
so
suits
lazy.
look like dollar store. They don't need like Party City suits. They look like dollar store suits, bro. They were
No,
ass.
there was a little suits that the people online be wearing. That's like just one big onesie.
There's only one thing worse than bullies, and it's shitty bullies. Like people that are like who try to be a bully but they suck. And like as soon as these characters come in, I was like, they're 100% the ones that would end up getting bullied. And like they are like so lame. And like the end, and I know it's the 90s. I know it's supposed to be, you know, kid show, whatever. But like the ending when they cracked under pressure so quickly, where it's like, let me get that for you. They're like, okay, all right, we're best friends now. I was like, really? All right,
and guess
whatever.
what? They don't show up after this. They gone. So,
Yeah.
the point.
And they look. I thought it was hilarious that they're obviously supposed to look exactly like the main cast. It's like that's so silly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was so bad. I said, Zed, you just picked these random kids that got into the Rangers.
Right. Like stupid.
What is with these people and like gathering like the most random teenagers, like on both sides? Like Jordan did the same thing. Why don't you get skilled fighters, people who actually know what they're doing, not just random ass teenagers?
I mean, they're skilled. At least 3 of them are.
I can
true.
literally see one of them being like, "My name is John Cena."
Why did, bro? Like that monster that he sent after them. He literally came back because he had to recharge his power. But Zed gets mad at him. You created him, dumbass.
Oh no. Remember when Goldar's plan didn't work to turn Kimberly evil? First of all, Zed, ill, like you want to turn a teenager into your queen.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly in this day and age, Zed. You're gross. Secondly, you sent Goldar to do it. That guy's an idiot.
His
Of
track
course it
record
didn't work.
is like 0-85, bro.
Yeah. But I will say, Amy Jo did an impressive Barbara Goodson impression. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It's the fact that they put her in the whole get up, like
They put her
Goldar.
in the whole suit.
Goldar, why do you have that just laying around? Like I didn't know Rita had to change the clothes.
And who dressed her?
I thought she literally shrunk with all her clothes on.
She did. She's in the dumpster with her clothes on. So I don't know where they got that from. The episode where they kidnapped Kimberly, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe she has like a spare.
They're like, what the
maybe
fuck
she
y'all
has like.
talking about?
Maybe she has a whole wardrobe of Evil Queen clothes that she never actually.
Nah,
wore.
man, she wore that same thing every day. We know she funky.
But like Kimberly, like she did a great job when Billy and that's where Billy and Trini were going. When Billy and Trini got there, she's just like, "Oh my god!" She's like, "Oh, thank God you guys are here." Yada yada yada. And then Goldar's like, "What? You weren't under my control." No, your spell didn't work. I laughed out loud because I'm like, Goldar really thought he did some shit. Like
Goldar
he really
fucking
thought
sucks.
Yeah.
he really thought he did it.
I gotta say that they've not done a good job for me to like show why Zed is better than Rita, because almost every single one of his plans have done way worse than anything Rita has done.
Yeah,
he has.
Remember when he said like, I'm not going to lose, and what? Within like the first 3 episodes he loses.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, like I get it. I understand they're not going to change the entire show just to make that feel more threatening, but man, like I remember him feeling so much more threatening as a kid. Like, oh man, this guy's really powerful. And it's like, and like, his monsters are more powerful and his putties are more powerful, but his plans are so much worse.
Taj, when did they actually change his character to where he's not less?
I can't
less
remember,
frightening.
bro. I think
Is it when Rita is like reintroduced?
I think it was a little bit after he was first introduced.
Okay,
because
I can see that because
he was supposed to be way more serious as a villain, but then like parents thought he was
Yeah.
scary and shit, and it was like, damn, they got to change him.
he already feels less scared. Like when he's
Yeah.
first introduced those first 3 episodes, he is terrifying. He's
Yeah.
like genuinely terrifying.
They changed
Yeah.
him because
The
kids
snake
got
turning
scared.
into a cane.
Yeah.
That was badass.
Which is honestly fair because I do remember having a nightmare over his as a kid.
Really? I just thought he
do
was
remember
cool.
that.
I was like, he looked scary and cool.
It almost gave like a Moses vibe.
He looked like fucking Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. In fairness, though, I was scared of a lot of things, so it wasn't just. I was a scaredy cat kid.
It's okay. It happens.
You were scared of Casper the Friendly Ghost, weren't you?
I didn't even see that until I was like an adult.
My sister's scared of it. She won't watch it.
Why?
She says she's scared of it. Mind you,
Really?
she'll be 18 like next week or some shit. I'll be like, bro, we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna strap you down. We're gonna watch this movie. Because there's no way you scared of
Watch
Casper,
Supernatural.
the friendly ghost. Like, no, it's no way. I'm not watching no goddamn Supernatural.
Supernatural's way times. No, I meant her.
She ain't gonna watch that either. She gonna see how
Is
many
it-
seasons it is and be like, hell no. I'm not watching this.
On the
Yeah, that's
scare
what I
level,
did.
that's like scary.
I watched the first couple of episodes and I didn't realize how many seasons it was. And this was back in like 2016, 17. And I was
I've
like,
seen
no.
I've seen
I was
exactly half of it, and I've seen 9 seasons, and that's
like,
only
Jesus
half.
Christ. It's 15, ain't it?
8?
Yeah,
It's
15.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
8,
I've
and
seen
that's
all-
only half. Yeah.
I'm not
I've
doing
seen
that.
all 15.
That's too much for me.
I kept up with it live, so
Oh, see, that's easy for you. Anything else happened in these episodes?
Not really. These episodes were like non-eventful, and honestly, they gave me some of the best laughs. Oh, Bulk and Skull.
What the
Quickly.
fuck were they doing in these episodes?
I'm so sick of them. I'm so sorry. I'm sick of this Power Ranger arc with them. Like,
It's about
like,
the end. That's the thing. It's about the end.
thank God. Like, it's better than what they were doing last season, but it's still, I just
still not
couldn't
good.
give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
They become they join the like police academy in like the back half.
Hell yeah.
That's when they get the haircuts and they really had to cut their hair.
It's the fact that they went to the fortune teller. They needed, and she said like, it's $5. They don't have $5. You don't even have $5.
Can we talk about how they overheard them talking about Tommy being a ranger and folded, bro? Like, no, man, get them out of here. They had an opportunity. They fucked up.
Yeah. The footprint. They thought the footprint thing was kind
That
of
was a little silly.
They
also,
really thought that was
be on
gonna
the
work.
lookout these next 5 episodes. Like, you'll notice it once Tommy becomes the White Ranger. There's a lot of like Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy, just them 3. When he becomes the White Ranger, you'll start noticing like the recycled footage because Zach don't have the braided hair no more. Like, it's weird.
If Bulk and Skull we're doing like trying to figure out who the Rangers are throughout the entire show, they would get so confused as soon as they go into like in space, and
They did
also,
get confused because when they saw the in space Rangers, they was like, them?
Galaxy Rangers.
It's like, you barely know them.
Yeah.
Except for if you look at if you follow the whole entire story, you literally followed them. You knew them like from like when Jason and all them. You kind of already knew who they are.
What if they did like a Lion King 1.5, where they told a story from Bulk and Skull's point of view?
I think they did Timon and Pumbaa. That's basically Bulk and Skull.
No, that's what I'm saying. Lion King 1.5. That's what
Never
they did in that movie.
insult Timon and Pumbaa like that ever again, 3 Dubs. I would
That
not take that
cartoon.
slander.
That cartoon is goated.
How freaking dare you?
No, yeah, Timon and Pumbaa, they goated. They're not annoying. They're actually funny.
Yeah, they are goated. Like Timon and Pumbaa is a better Bulk and Skull.
Than Bulk and Skull.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Bulk and Skull was introduced before Timon and Pumbaa, so that makes it worse. Lion King came out in 94. Power Rangers came out in 93.
Oh damn, yeah, you're right.
What if they were like based on them?
That would be hilarious.
Power Rangers is hype. Let's let's have Bulk and Skull kind of resemble Timon and Pumbaa.
I could kind of see it. I'm not gonna lie.
But I think that's
Yep.
that's all we. That's all
Yeah,
we
that's
have.
it
Like,
pretty much. These
we about to
episodes
get
are like,
into we about to get into the meat and potatoes of the season though. Like we about to get. I'm excited for this next
this
arc.
upcoming
I'm
week,
excited
and
for
then
this.
the week after when we get to Rocky, Adam, and
Get
Aisha.
ready
So-
for Kimberly
I'm-
tearing up. I miss
oh God,
Tommy.
no!
I miss Tommy.
That
I
episode
will
was so
say, like, I'm really excited for like the new era to come in, but I am going to miss, as much as we
Yeah.
shit on them, I'm going to miss Jason, Zach, and Trini, especially Zach.
Yeah.
Zach's my
I'm gonna miss
goat.
Zach.
Yeah,
Not gonna miss Jason and Trini. I'm sorry.
I'll miss Jason in theory. I like him enough, but I assume I'll like Rocky more. I remember
No,
liking
you're not
Rocky
gonna like
more.
Rocky Boy either. Rocky's just kind of there in Body Morphin.
Yeah,
It's not until like Zeo where he comes into his own as a Ranger.
Hmm.
the Red Ranger
But
who's not the leader.
But that's
At
what
all.
I was
they
thinking
got so
about that.
much hate about that though. Like when the newbies came in, they was hated on, so that's why they didn't do much with them
Mhm.
until like Zeo.
I liked Adam through and through.
I love
I
Aisha
don't
too. Like those two are great. Rocky.
I was thinking about it this week. He is probably the Red Ranger that gets the most, was kind of stolen that Red Ranger title, because he's the only Red Ranger that wasn't the leader. I guess Time Force wasn't either, but still, one of
Yeah.
the only that wasn't the leads of the show. Which
But
sucks
people
for
would have
him.
been mad if that did happen though, Darren. Like, can
Yeah.
you imagine a newbie being brought in and he's Tommy's leader? Like,
Mhm.
no.
I-
I'm sorry, that
I
just
find
wasn't
it-
gonna work.
I think they were in the competition. They were like the new karate people, and like they were doing a competition. That's how they were introduced,
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
like Tommy was.
I mean, hypothetically, you could have made Jason the Red Ranger. Like, you could have transitioned him earlier on and then made Rocky
Huh?
a Sixth Ranger or whatever.
Wait, who?
Do you not know what
I'm
happened in
confused.
behind the scenes?
No, I do know what happened behind the scenes.
No, I was talking
I'm
to Darren.
confused by what Darren said. What do you mean? I'm confused.
Well, like, instead of making him white, just make Jason like the new Red once Jason leaves.
Tommy,
Yes.
you kept saying
Make-
Jason. That's why we were
I'm
confused.
sorry. Make Tommy the like new Red instead.
That's why we were confused. We were like,
All
wait,
right.
huh?
Well, his name is Jason, by the way. His
It's
real
Ja-
name is.
Yeah,
yeah. It's no name, yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
That's why when I was trying to find a picture of find any picture of Jason, I was trying to figure out why every time I typed in Jason being sad over Tommy leaving Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it was just pictures of Jason David Frank that popped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I'm like, why does this keep happening? But now I
Why
get it.
didn't you just
St. John.
screenshot the episode?
I was going to suggest that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why didn't you just
Screenshot.
screenshot the episode? Like, what the hell? Lance,
If
come
it's
on,
on
man.
Netflix, it actually goes black though.
I
Not
know
on
a
your
way around-
PC.
I'm not gonna say nothing else. I know ways.
I know ways too.
That's all I'm gonna
We
say.
will be back next week with episodes 15 through
16 through
16.
20.
16 through 20. Why did I say 15? Back next week,
We don't
16
know,
through
man.
20. Party Nation on Tuesday after the credits and before the credits. And Pipeline sometime this between Thursday and Monday night.
Yes, Thursdays and Monday.
Taj has a Genie in Georgia season 3 review coming.
My first
sometime
one.
this
I'm
week.
had clips in it
His
and
fir-
everything, man.
His,
It's gonna be
fir- his
professional
first
looking.
his
Ooh.
first review, and 3Dubs will be posting more of his exotic twerking videos.
I didn't hear anything he said.
3Dub will be doing whatever 3Dub does. And then Party Nation on Tuesday we'll be resuming the DC TV ranking. Matter of fact, let me pray I did not delete that tab.
Did you?
Oh shit.
You should be able to just bring it back up if people.
Oh, okay, it's right here. Oh,
Okay.
thank God. Oh, okay.
Save it as a bookmark.
I'm gonna bookmark you.
So
I don't like the way that sound, bro. Like that.
Half of this episode is just literally doing nothing. The last 15 minutes has just been doing nothing.
Yes,
It is.
but
literally, Lance is sitting in the back of the chair, going like, "Is that over?"
Because
these
these
oh,
episodes ain't
well,
have anything.
yeah,
That's why.
they'd have nothing. I'm just filling time. But we will see you all later. Hey, if you're watching this, send a super thanks.
Come join the Geek Drums Nation.